Hey, good morning, guys. Here we are at Miss Mango's Herb Appeal. I'm Jim, and today we have a special guest who's going to help us with the preparation of what we'll call the moss milk, and this is Tiffany.
Hi, guys.
So, I know in conversations over the last year or so that a lot of women are looking for an alternative for their children and for their other members of the family to whole cow's milk, and when the kids are little, an alternative to the formula or the infant milk, the Similac, whatever the stuff is that once they transition off of breast milk. And Tiffany told me also this stuff can be used to augment breast milk as transitioning into feeding them and maybe giving them a little more solid foods and stuff.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So it's not that difficult to make. I'd like to talk just briefly about the ingredients. Tiffany, would you like to share?
Yeah, so the base of the milk is the sea moss because it has about 92 of 102 minerals that are good for the body. Let me take it out. The next thing I use is hemp seeds because I like the fact that hemp seeds has fiber and the protein in it. But you can supplement hemp seeds for different nuts like almonds or walnuts, whatever your choice is. But I just prefer the hemp seeds. And then I add burdock root. Bladderwrack because it's good mixed with the sea moss. And sometimes it's optional if you want to. You can add coconut oil and vanilla, depending if you want to change the flavor.
There you go.
Yeah.
So coconut oil is the base. So you'll see a couple photos of what the finished product looks like, but Tiffany can demonstrate what needs to be done with this sea moss from that point.
Right. So this is how the sea moss looks when you first take it out the package, and you want to wash it thoroughly. This I'm just going to show you guys just to cover it. So you're going to wash it. If you can wash it with spring water, that'll be the best because you want to try to get any little impurities that it might, like stuff like this, you want to take out from it, things like that. And then you wash it thoroughly, try to get as much salt off as you can, and then cover it again with water and let it sit for the minimum 7 hours, but if you can let it sit overnight, that would be better. And then when you see the texture of how it will be when they finish soaking, it will expand to create more sea moss.
And then, so they just let that sit out on the counter overnight or something?
Over the counter. It doesn't have to be covered or anything. Just leave it out, let it soak, and it'll be good to go by the next morning.
Well, all the other stuff gets added in after the sea moss has soaked, right? And blended in?
After we blend the sea moss and turn it into a gel, then you add the sea moss to the blender and the rest of the ingredients.
The rest of the ingredients?
Yeah.
Okay, and then strain it off, if you will?
Yeah,
right?
Strain it once after you blend it for about 2 to 4 minutes or so, depending on your blender. Then yes, you strain it and then put it in the fridge, or you could drink it right then and there.
And then tell me honest now, the kids, do they turn their nose up at it, or do they like it?
No, they like it. My son has a bottle now, so they like it. They like it. That's why I say you can add vanilla for flavoring if you want to change, like depending on your child's taste. And then what I use as a sweetener is agave. I like agave. I don't use like regular, sugar or anything like that.
All right, so listen up. Let's give it a shot. I got to try it after all this talking about it. Wow.
You like it?
That's delicious. That's good. Okay, guys, so that's the moss milk. I want to thank you for watching. I want to thank Tiffany for coming and helping us today. And we'll see you again in a couple of weeks. If you have any herbs, teas, topics that you would like us to discuss, please let us know, and we'll research it for you and address it down the road. Thank you.